Alright, there's the green light. Some very funky music to open with, I'll be honest. Right. Stream manager. Awesome, I can see shit now. Alright. Today is a great day to play a dating sim because it is Pride Month and I would say I'm lonely, but that would be a lie. Alright. What's up, my bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes? Welcome to an It's Libs stream. My name is It's Libs. You're watching me over on twitch.tv/It's Libs. I want to get straight into it, minus all the clapping. Today, it's Monster Prom. It's finally come. I'm finally playing Monster Prom. Me, a half human, half vampire myself, is playing Monster Prom. If you can't see it, just suffer. I hope you can see it. Wait. I hope you can see it. Can you see it? Wait. Checking Twitch quick. Yeah, you can see it. Just gonna go on here. Alright, cool. Yep, you can see it. Hello, Faith. Hello, you fucking loser. Hello, bonjour. Alright. I don't know why I'm using my mouse because I have a controller for a reason. We are getting into Monster Prom. I don't care if it says second term. It's the DLC. I got the pack of Monster Prom, right? Where it's all of it. Minus Monster Prom Road Trip, because I don't know what that is. But I've got Monster Camp. So, we do want awesome voice effects. Sweet. Alright, I am playing as solo. I am going to go with the first term. And I would like to play the full game. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Are you a fish? No, I'm not a fish. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid. But always willing to live life to the fullest. I'm going to turn this down because I can barely hear myself. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really are. Choices. Who do I fucking play as? Right, so we've got this cool looking dude, Fire Lady, Zombie Dude, and Frankenwoman. Are you sure? I'm positive. Who should we play as? Who am I? I wish I was a vampire sort of character, but apparently not. Who should I play as, Faith? Who should I play as? Who do you think suits me best? Come on. Is Faith still in the chat? Has Faith just fucked off? Remaker! Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep going across. Twink, Femdom, Basketball Dude, and Bookworm Bottom also be Bookworm Bottom. That makes no sense. Help me choose a character to play as, you whore. Because I'm terrible with decisions and they all look awesome. Who do I play as? You gotta help me here, Faith Remaker. Blue shirt equals Bookworm Bottom. Just tell me what you want me to play as Frankenstein's daughter. That's all you gotta say. Alright, we're going with her, I guess. Right. My name is Libs. Right, L-I-E-B-Z. Alright, I'll be a Bookworm Bottom. My pronoun is she, yes. Okay. Yay! And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks left of prom, and as we fantasized about our dream prom date, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love for fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam D. Lioncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Aww. Vampire. Polygeist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Decisions. There's so many decisions and I hate them. Alright. They all look amazing. Oh, who do I go to prom with? Let's see. Do I want a genocidal mermaid? Just a demon? A really stupid yet lovable werewolf? My fellow vampire? A ghost? Or Medusa? What do I do? What do I do indeed? God, I really love the designs of all of them, but it's just who do I try today? Because I know rejection is a thing in this game as well. My wife needs to play this, she'd fuck a ghost. Doesn't help. Faith, help me. Who? Okay, that's your wife. I'm not your wife. Who do I fuck? Who do I fuck at prom? It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks left to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Oh, I don't get to choose now. Okay. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupid pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Oh, I actually have to do a quiz here. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before, and realise all this time their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Oh, I'd love that. The toy of emotion. That's how you really get them. I am bold. You wish you were raised by a pack of wild wolves, who also happen to be tech moguls, who own some of the most profitable companies of Silicon Valley. They would be kick-ass role models and wild wolves. Sick. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. A really progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire, and I see no issue with being raised by it. Pack of wolves that are also tech moguls, I think, would be awesome. The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. It's okay. We invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners. They always tell you the world is ending. I'll profit on other people's hysteria. Nobody ends the world but me. I'll end the world today. 100 push-ups. No, 200 push-ups. I always party as if there were no tomorrow, so who cares? I will end the world single-handedly. Okay. I got Demon Dude. Just from saying I would single-handedly end the world. Alright, where do I want to go? Auditorium, class, library, outdoors, gym, bathrooms. Alright, so it's kind of funny that smartness is my second highest score. Boldness and money are 2 of my highest. Creativity 5 and charm and fun would be 4. Let's go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. I gained 2 smarts. Later, you hear some kind of muffled squawking, and you see that Damien's backpack seems to be thrashing violently. Yay, Libs is here. I've been waiting all day to show someone Damien's cock. Miranda, do you ever listen to yourself? Miranda pulls Damien's cock out of his backpack and the rooster begins... Thank fuck! Isn't he the sweetest little thing? Yeah, we're gonna have to use it for cockfighting. They knew what they were doing. Specifically, we're going to have him cockfight the cockfighters to teach them a lesson about why you shouldn't make cocks cockfight. Now we just got to find a way to make sure that our cock wins the anti-cockfighting cockfight. I actually panicked for a second. I was like, they're not actually just going to pull out some guy's decapitated penis. Lift your rooster's spirits with a romantic proposal. Give your cock a No. I'm not going to read that last bit. This cock isn't an expert on violence. You are, Damien. Go undercover as a rooster. Oh man, how did I not think of that? I love finding opportunities for violence. With that, you, Damien, and Miranda get to work on Damien's incredible chicken outfit. It's sort of just yellow jumpsuit with feathers haphazardly glued to it, but people are dumb, so it might work. You follow them to the cockfight, where Damien immediately begins to fight the cockfighters with all his skills at violence in his very convincing rooster impression. Baka, motherfuckers! Damien yells, punching someone in the face. Cock-a-doodle fucking do! Squawk! I can only fly 200 feet, he says as he delivers a flying kick to the knee. Why are you fighting his cock? I don't know. Cheep, cheep, squawk! I live on every continent but Antarctica and can live for 15 years! He shouts as he karate chops someone's clavicle. You're not sure that actual roosters just scream facts about themselves to prove their identities, but Damien has won the fight by a landslide, and you can tell he's thrilled with his violence, and with you. I love Damien. As a gay woman, I love Damien, but we're taking this as platonic taking them to prom. We're not actually going to shag in the girls' toilets or anything. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. Yay, I'm becoming fun. Alright. Lunch. Oh, of course I'm going to sit with... over here. Who's this cat woman? No, not furry. Not going to risk it. I'm going with Damien. That's who I'm going with. You find Damien brandishing his usual silverware, a hammer and chisel, while Liam looks on in horror. You can't eat that. Watch me. First of all, it's made of one seamless piece of obsidian, so it's low calorie. And second of all, it's a lich's phylactery. Part of this balanced breakfast. It's lunch. You're just jealous. No, I'm nervous. Nervous that you're going to eat that, get possessed by a lich, and kill us all. Well, I'm nervous that it's not going to happen. Looks like these two are in an impasse. Maybe you can solve the dispute and score some romantic credit at the same time. Damien, don't eat it. You want to have room for these baby seals I bought you. Oh no, feed him baby seals. Baby seals? Give them to me. I can already taste the cruelty. Libs, you scoundrel. How can you substitute wanton irresponsibility for animal cruelty? Because it's funny. You quietly explain to Liam that the baby seals you're feeding to Damien aren't really baby seals. Hey, these are just seal-shaped beanie babies stuffed with tofu and pig's blood. Good thing you always keep a sack of baby seal decoys in case a killer whale attacks. I applaud your craftiness and your high regard for animal life. Let's go return this phylactery to Larry and the Lich's crypt together. It ends up being the third most romantic night you've ever spent in the crypt. Score! Ah, I think I chose wrong. I think Damien got mad at me. Why am I at school in the fucking evening? Oh, where would he be? Auditorium, class, library, outdoors. I know that werewolf guy would 100% be in the gym, so let's go outdoors. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. I get too fun. I'm becoming fun. You notice Liam and Damien talking to each other. Maybe you're a little jealous, so you decide to join them. Ugh, I know, right? The entire concept of slaying is barbaric, racially motivated, and deeply rooted in an American mindset. What? And their outfits, black on red, it's like bad cosplay as a fashion statement. I'm just pissed that they get such a cool name. You know, if I murder a dude, I'm just a killer. But if one of them murders one of us, they're a slayer. Slayer is a metal band. The Killers, it's just a post-pop baby shit. There was a time when I would have hotly debated the genre classification of the Killers with you, but they're popular now, so you're obviously garbage. The same goes for the Slayers. Someone really ought to put an end to the archaic practice. You mean by murdering all the Slayers? We've tried that, Damien. We've been trying that for literally centuries. Now what we need is a new initiative. Something fresh, something modern, something like... Liam seems to be drawing a blank, but you're not. Your idea is simple, yet effective. Murder all the Slayers! Now we're on the right track. But I'll do you one better. How about, instead of murdering all the Slayers, we murder all the Slayers? I don't care how many times you repeat yourself. I won't be party to an unoriginal plan. But Liam, doesn't the very fact that it's so unoriginal actually make it the most original plan of all? Was he blushing for a second? Is Liam a bit fruity? You've opened my eyes to an entirely new type of irony. Go on. Damien explains his revolutionary new plan in detail. It just sounds like a regular old killing to you, but Liam's eating it up. You gain 2+ creativity and 1 boldness. Week 2. Let's go. Okay. I think let's go class, and then sit with Damien, and then party. Go to class again. That day, the teacher was just tired of teaching, so she recurred to the class technique of not giving a shit and putting on some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. What you don't expect is that it's super effective. God bless the golden era of television. The TV show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed. But at the same time, you actually learn a lot about history. I gain 2 smarts. Damien and Liam arguing as intensely as they are stupidly. You're not unique, I'm fucking unique. Ha, you wish. I'm unique like a snowflake made of flash-frozen tears. Well, I'm unique like a snowflake made of flash-frozen fuck you. I'm so unique, I eat garlic with every meal. You fucking psychopath, why would you do that? Big deal. I'm so unique, I got a tattoo of a baby Jesus on my ass. Yawn. I'm so unique, I let my victims suck my blood. Weak. I'm so unique, I go to church every Sunday. Hey, I'd do that too if I wasn't allergic. Would not. Would too. Bite me, owly turd. Don't tempt me, Metastophil loser. This could go on forever, but if it does, you'll never get to smooch either of them. It's up to you to put an end to this debate once and for all. You suggest they decide the issue by... Number of momentagram followers. Tomb robbery contest. Which one sounds more, crazy? Let's go... Tomb robbery sounds more like Liam sort of thing, so I want to go number of momentagram. What? Yeah, momentagram, what the fuck is that? I'm going to throw out a guess here. Is that a social network? What the fuck? He spends literally every afternoon in the cafeteria just taking food pics for momentagram. He's just messing with you for the sake of winning this argument. Oh, that explains it. Listen, outsiders like us, we don't use social networks. We use anti-social networks. Like, see this one? It's called Loner. I got 0 friends on it. Ha! Is that all? I got -1 friends. Well, the last image I posted got over 1,000 dislikes. Oh yeah? Well... Fuck, I don't want to go with Liam, and that's weird because I'm a vampire. Fuck. Alright, we got this. I'm gonna get that demon. Alright, demon is with homicidal mermaid. No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It is a melody of cold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supple bovine teat, a song of the ice cream wizard. He's here, I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on someone I don't like. Oh goodness, the ice cream wizard only comes but once per solstice, during the hour of the ascendant pancake. You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart of this shit magic painted on the side. So many great options to choose. Should I get magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate boomstick? What about fear of death, a frozen cobra, berserker berry blitz? The wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try? Only someone would suggest a solution to what's truly the most difficult problem I've ever faced. Just beat him up! How boorish. Did someone say bulrush? No, I said boorish. It's as in lacking social... Oh, I see. You did not mishear me after all, but were simply looking for an excuse to beat up the ice cream wizard. Joke's on you, Miranda. I'm never not looking for an excuse to beat up the ice cream wizard. Look at all this ice cream I got. This one lets you breathe underwater. This one licks you. You brigand! You thief! Oh shit. That's how you pause. I got you some sugar-basted print slips. My reservations suddenly seem to have vanished. Good, because I want to try this popsicle. The sticker's supposed to reveal how I'm gonna die. Huh? Who knew my death would involve so many bottlenose dolphins? To celebrate the ice cream heist, Damien takes you to the beach and doesn't even try to drown you. Let's go! They flirt with each other more than they flirt with you. I know, right? I don't like that at all. Right. Outdoors! Today during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Juan, the small magical Latino cat, slips you a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hey! But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on momentagram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own property filter for almost all my photos. Infinite Twop? It's also probably why I have only 6 momentagram followers, but we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot. I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct. How the fuck did she get in there? Goodness, the situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get him started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course, you're part of my operation. I am willingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check his history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Momentogram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do? Use his account to punch a bunch of Prom and bomb receipts. Pay 1 million homeless people to follow Liam. I don't care regardless, so... The fuck's my controller doing? Oh yes, solving problems with money is my family's specialty. Fortunately, Father cancels my royal credit cards after I had all those land ponies shipped to our underwater castle and they drowned. But I'm sure you have enough money to accomplish this feat. You totally don't. You decide to cut costs by hiring goats instead of people. But goats don't have thumbs, or smartphones, so instead of having them follow Liam on Momentogram, you just have them follow him in real life. Ah, where do all these goats come from? Get them away from me! They ain't my cashmere! Phone cozy! This is madness! Exit Liam, pursued by goats. This was a terrible idea, and also, goats are still pretty expensive. I lost money. That's fair. Alright, class is where Damien usually ends up being, so... That day, your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all your minds. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Your teacher gains plus 10 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. Oh, you also gain plus 2 smarts. Why is it always Liam? I don't want to go for Liam. I want to go with the violent demon who always wants to set things on fire. Oh boy, a test on vampire weakness. How original. Please list all the known weaknesses of the vampire. I know, it's pretty problematic to teach everybody at school all the known ways to kill one specific minority. I don't mind that though. As a brooding outcast, I'm already accustomed to the derision and harassment of my peers. What I do mind is how played out everybody's answers are going to be. Steaks, garlic, the sun. Van Helsing called. He wants his cliches back. I got a good answer though. It's pretty obscure. You've probably never heard it, but you can't even guess what it is. Ooh, a challenge. Give me your best guess. Harmonica music. You're implying then that my impeccable music taste is the consequence not of my highly refined aesthetic sense, but from an allergy of harmonica music? How did you know? For centuries I have kept secret of my intense physical revulsion for harmonica, bagpipe, kazoo, didgeridoo, mouth harp, and triangle, only to have it guessed by you? No one must know. My musical taste mustn't be called into question. You prevent his secret by leaking out. Liam hypnotizes you and makes you forget this conversation. You wake up with the hamster dance song stuck in your head. Whatever that was. Right. We want to sit with Damien. We're going for Damien. You find Vera sitting in front of the pile of money instead of food as usual. Damien comes over and drops his own money pile on the table. And also some organs. Not bad. But I prefer to exert a little less effort for my income. A dejected swamp creature slumps over the table and adds some money to Vera's pile. Income? You mean this stuff? This is just what people throw at me to get me to stop punching them. And this is what people throw at me to keep them from revealing what kind of porn they're into. But I agree, the money is only secondary. The frowns on their faces are their own reward. Still, I'm always looking to improve efficiency. Have you tried developing business contacts in hell? Your victims will be even more terrified if they know death won't save them. Yeah, but that doesn't work on the undead. For those you need a priest. Priest? You know how my family feels about priests? Ugh, I'm sick of terrorizing people one at a time. There's got to be a way to terrorize everybody in the cafeteria at once. And make money at the same time. I'm sure there is. That is, after all, the essence of capitalism. I like that first option. I'm surprised you didn't think of that, Damien. Damien, where'd he go? Hey, I'm back. I was just setting the building on fire real quick. Did I miss anything? What about the rest of the plan? There was a plan. Not anymore. Damien, immune to fire as he is, continues doing exactly what he was doing before the fire. Beating people up for their money and organs. I think we're getting there with Damien. I think we're getting there. Let's go indeed. Let's go outdoors again. Wait, I should have been reading this. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain 2 fun from poor Bob. Yes, Damien. You're taking a break with Scott, Damien, and Vera when the whole wolf pack comes stomping over. Hello. Oh, great. It's these boneheads again. I wonder what they want. Hey, Scott. What's up, dog and non-dogs? Eat shit, you fucking flea farm. Whoa, Damien, calm down. These guys are my cousins. Even more important, they're my teammates. Oh, yeah? Well, if we're so important, how come we didn't see you at the dog park last full moon? Last full moon? Oh, wow, I don't remember. I was at the bowling alley with Damien and Vera, and then it was the next morning and I was naked and covered in blood. Oh yeah, that night was rad. We all wake up naked and covered in blood after a full moon, Scott, but we wake up naked and covered in blood together. You know why? Because we're werewolves. The question is, are you? I'm sick of these creeps always harassing Scott. We need to get rid of them. But how? Pretend to throw a ball really far, but actually just hide it behind your back. A fiendish deception. Stack Vera and Damien on your shoulders to make yourself as big as possible. I don't know if Damien would get on my shoulders, honestly. I do really just want to throw the ball, hide it behind your back trick, so I'm going to do that. With hands as swift as your witch, you snatch up Scott's football, which he always has, obviously, and execute the maneuver. The football, we gotta catch it, where'd it go? I'll get it, I'll kill it! The Wolfpack sprint off in the direction you pretend to throw the ball. Scott stares to chase after them, but Damien stops them. Psst, dude, look over there, we had the ball the whole time. Whoa, what? How did you throw it through a dimensional portal? Yes, we bent the fabric of space and time just so we could give you your ball. You guys did that for me? Wow, you really are my best friends. Scott lies down to chew happily on his football while you bask in the wrath of your good deed. You gain 2 creativity and 1 charm. And that's how we do it. Alright. I'm going to keep up the routine of going to class and then sitting with Damien and then going to outdoors. That day you learn a ton of spells that are all as cool as they all seemingly useless. A spell to renew stickers' stickiness. That's not useless. A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. A spell that gains +2 smarts. You actually use that last spell, and you gain +2 smarts. Yes! You see Damien about to punch some noob when suddenly a dimensional portal opens between the two of them. Hey, what the hell? I was about to punch that noob. There will be plenty of noobs to punch, my fearsome paramour, when you are mine. What? I've travelled across space and time to find a fit commander for my armies and for my bedroom. Oh, you want me to come over to your kingdom so we can kill people and fuck? I wouldn't put it quite so crassly. Well, I would, and that sounds doper than hell. Which isn't hard because hell is lame, but still. But if Damien goes to another dimension to fucking kill people, how will he fucking kill people with you? There's only one thing to do. The second one just seems really funny. This is why I need to top a dictator. Stop. You recall a full-page, glossy photograph you saw in the latest issue of Bad Armies magazine. You pull it out of your backpack and show it to Damien. It depicts the prince's army wearing floppy shoes and assless chaps, braiding the opposing force's hair. What the fuck is this? Opportunity, Damien. Any general can win a war with an army that's good, but imagine the glory of winning with a bad army. Oh shit, right, let's make them worse. Give them boxing gloves and dip their heads in concrete. Cut off some of their fingers, make them all carry fake babies in order to understand the responsibility of parenthood. That's the attitude I expect from a great warlord. Victory will surely be ours. Alright, dude, I'm interested. Let me know when you made an army even shittier and we'll go from there, yeah? Agreed, my love. Agreed. Fuck, Damien's gay. You doubt the prince wins many wars with that army, but he sure does seem to be winning Damien's heart. Curses! I'm gonna get rejected at this point. Alright. Damien and the genocidal fish. You come upon Damien sneering at Miranda's elaborate silverware, spread while her eating serfs chow down obediently at the neighboring table. I still don't get why you collect all these stupid forks and spoons and shit. I mean, even the knives don't really look that deadly. Silly boy, the silverware is not for killing. Things can be stuff for other than killing. That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your serfs do it for you. Well, of course they do. But they're not using any of your silverware. Naturally they aren't. Serfs must eat with their hands, as benefits the lower class. So you're saying the silverware collection has no practical purpose? Things have practical purposes? These two could go around and round like this forever, unless you say something to resolve this dispute. Easy, Damien's might, Miri. Maybe it is time you started murdering people with your silverware. Yes! I mean, I was just giving her shit, but I am in favour of any plan that gets more people murdered. Oh, how barbaric. Are you sure that's the right thing to do? Yep, 100%, absolutely. Well, alright then. Yum yum, Daisy. Take the sharpest of these silverwares in your filthy peasant hands and go a-murdering, would you? Kinda hoping you would do the murdering yourself. If we're living in an age wherein a lady can't outsource her senseless murders to her servants, I don't know what the world is coming to. Fair enough. As long as the murders get done, I guess I don't care. Miranda even outsources some silverware murders to you and Damien as a team. It really brings you closer to each other. Yes! Fuck the demon. Have Satan as your father-in-law. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka together. It's a party to remember, a game to fun, and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Yes, Damien! Damien and Miranda squatting on the grass, poking something with a stick. You rush over, hoping for a dead possum. Instead, you find them gathered around an entire tiny metropolis. Check this shit out. It's our kingdom. I call it Smalltopia. A tiny voice from the city shouts at you. It's called West Pemberley and we're not a monarchy. I was gonna just burn it all with a magnifying glass, but I'm happy Miranda stopped me. It's good to be king. The tiny voice of the city says, "We vote for our leaders in biannual elections. Well, we're facing a quandary. How to boost our kingdom's struggling economy?" Yeah, the whole place has been facing an economic recession ever since a pigeon stole the hospital to build its nest. The tiny voice says, "That red guy stole the hospital and lied about it. I'm used to managing kingdoms that are significantly larger and much more underwater. I'm afraid I'm at a loss." Yeah, hey, how about being our royal advisor? The pay's shit, but you can take whatever buildings you want. "Hey," says the tiny voice, "build a new hospital out of a popsicle stick and a hot glue." You know what always boosts an economy? War. I think an anthill over by the water fountain. See, Miranda, this is exactly what I've been telling you. The best solution is always violence-related. You truly are wise, Damien. Very well, to war. The three of you instigate a war between the ants and leaving a trial of syrup between Smalltopia and the anthill. The tiny city is soon devoting its entire infrastructure to combating the Formic menace. They build barracks, tiny trained troops, and construct missile silos. By the end of the period, they've bombed the ants back to the Stone Age with tiny, adorable nuclear weapons. The drinking fountain will be radioactive forever, but Smalltopia's new military-industrial complex really has revitalized its economy. I gained boldness and money as a bonus for your new permanent position on the Smalltopia Defense Council. Let's go, I'm the fucking advisory and I'm not getting paid much. Alright, week 5, bitches. Off to class. That day, you are astonished by the new stuff you learned in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise. I gained a valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And 2 smarts. Partway through class, you break up into groups. You notice Damien by himself at a desk, thinking hard. Damien? Thinking hard? In class? You ask him what's up. It's just a stupid writing assignment. I'm supposed to write 2 pages on a destructive tool that's better than fire. Better than fire? What's better than fire? Fire's my thing, my whole brand. I swear Miss Demon Slayer's got it in for me. What am I supposed to write about? You never thought you'd see the day when Damien would ask you advice about destructive tools, but you've been preparing nonetheless. You tell him, more fire. This was a test and you failed, motherfucker. There was no assignment. There isn't even a Miss Demon Slayer at this school. I mean, there was, and I just don't give a shit about this assignment. The correct answer is nothing. Nothing is better than fire. But that was what you were trying to imply, you protest. The only thing better than fire is more fire. I'm not sure what imply means, but it sounds like a thing losers do. Kind of like not setting things on fire. Speaking of which, you know what happens next. In the resulting inferno, you lose... Oh, you bastard. I lost my pants! Damien! Find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of unidentifiable prime meat. Alright, Damien, I know we had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition. Like when you told me not to bring all my knives. But I trust we can now put our differences aside between us and enjoy the fruits of our labours. You mean the meats of our labours? Yes. Together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our... Wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not even going to try using fire on it? Of course I'd use fire. Specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at a lit stove. Did the fire ever, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare. Like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower. Damien, please, let's be reasonable about this. What is reasonable? If we can't come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Lips will surely make the intelligent choice for us. Isn't that right? The only correct way to enjoy a steak is after its charred remains have been retrieved from a burning building. That's what I like to hear. That and the sounds of screaming people fleeing and burning building. But roasting totally destroys the flavour of... Done talking! Fire time! As you flee screaming from the burning building, you find Damien right beside you. He takes your hand and smiles. It almost makes the third-degree burns and massive property damage worth it. Absolutely. And we've already held hands. Let's go indeed. Alright. Outdoors. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin masks, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into 2+ fun. I don't know if you can hear me just suddenly going, Damien. If it says I'm going for Demon Boy, I'm going for Demon Boy. I am just a fucking lesbian. I'm sat here right now in a black polka dot cherry Hawaiian shirt, a ghost necklace, and denim short with barely shaven legs. And you're not going to tell me that I'm straight. You're minding your own business when Damien comes rushing through, punching everyone who's minding their own business. He can't even scooch past the crowd. He just has to elbow someone and move out the way. Fuck, I'm so angry! I'm so angry I want to pull my own skull out and eat it. How would you do that? I'm so angry I want to set the school on fire and then punch the fire in its fucking face. I'm so angry I want to spend years accumulating political capital so I can become president and then use my nuclear codes to blow up the sun. And you're standing in my way. Move before I punch you so hard you'll remember with melancholy the times where you could have moved without all your bones hurting. Oh no, violetism coming. Think fast. Just when you power and pragmatic. I avoid any kind of idealization of the past because it has no use, and therefore I refuse feelings of any melancholy. Bastard! Ooh! Pragmatism burn. Violence always loses against well-constructed worldviews based on strong branches of philosophy. Yeah, idiot. If you're so proud of being a damn pragmatic, then you should prioritize fucking practical application over stupid theory. Libs, that's actually right. So why don't you move the fuck out the way before I punch you in that lame pragmatic face of yours? I invite you to calculate costs and benefits and tell me which is best for you. Mr. Practical Application, stop pausing. Whoa, that's undoubtedly an axiom. He's owed you on your own terms. Here's a point. You move while your classmate starts to chant, axiom. You got beat down through philosophy. What a loser. And as a loser, you lose boldness and fun. Fuck. Wait, I'm at 0 charm? Where did my charm go? Hold on, who fucking stole my charm? I blame Liam. That day, you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at cliched movie tropes. Too smart to valuable life insight? That will help you face the difficulties of being young. You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damien slinks up to you. He's holding a large sack with the words "definitely not a corpse" written on it. Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely actually a corpse in this bag. You never would have guessed. Now here's the thing, I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making the corpse. at least not without my lawyer present. But let's say he and I apparently had very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do. Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of your thing. You share your brilliant solution. Just chuck him in my garage. It'll blend perfectly with my collection of vintage dead bodies. Yes. You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over your garage. Holy hell, are those all yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley, Amelia Earhart. Fuck, you've got 3 popes here? I spent all the time trying to be a great murderer. When the greatest murderer of all was right next to me in the entire time. Oh, he's blushing! Damien lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items and look in awe at his face. Joke's on him, you're actually just a really accomplished grave robber. You gain 2 smarts and 1 charm. Alright, we got 1 more and then it's prom. So we gotta make this good, alright? We gotta get our hearts up with Damien. What are you doing? You mess with me and then you try and sit at my table? Go and get ready to die, fuckhead. You just eat in the corner in silence. Will you die soon? Who knows? Meanwhile, nothing else happens. And if you think this is unfair, next time, don't try to sit at the table of a person who has expressed a desire to murder you. What? Totally not a smart move. Huh? So Damien doesn't like me? You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, the Monster Middle School. You have a great fun time remembering those crazy stories and gain 2+ fun. Afterwards, Damien comes up and punches you affectionately in the shoulder. Hey asshole, go to hell. Like, literally, my house is in hell and I'm inviting you over. Don't read too much into that. Only one problem. In order to get there, you kind of got to damn your immortal soul. So how about it? What crimes against God and man will you commit so we can hang out? Oh, I think I'm ready to be damned. Looking in those eyes feels so good. It must be a sin. I'll run over a bunch of nuns with a lawnmower. Oh yeah, the old nuns under a lawnmower prank. Classic. Let me know if you need to borrow my lawnmower. It's got monster truck wheels and a grenade launcher. These days, you can never be too careful when you're moving down nuns. And no, they're starting to carry nunchucks. Where's the world coming to? With the help of Damien's nun mower, you're able to give a whole convent of nuns, even if they're all black belts in nunjitsu. That was great. Nunjitsu. The Monster Prom draws near. Obviously, I'm going to ask Damien to prom. I'm not going to ask myself to prom. I'm going to ask Damien. Yes. Please, please. This is it, guys. This is the big moment. If I get rejected by Damien the demon, I'm just going to move on to the second term. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom with you? How can I put this delicately? Fuck! What? You couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Actually, you can get a date for the rest of your life. Some nights alone in your bed, you wish sadness was an STD because at least then you wouldn't be getting so much of it. Ah! Libs, best at high-fiving. Damien's quote. Wait, there's more school after this? What the fuck? Okay, so I got rejected, which sucks. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda and Damien received an award for Smalltopia for their work as city planners. Smalltopia citizens still insist the award was fake, and they pray every day for the two of them to stop messing with their city. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. He now designs momentogram filters. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. I don't know if this song's copyrighted or not, but we'll see. What the fuck is Slenderman doing here? It sucks I got rejected, but that's okay. I'm used to it. It was fun. I'm liking this game, alright? And I'm going to play through the other two, because we got second term, and then I've got Monster Camp as well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to make a thumbnail based on this. I'm really not sure if this song's copyrighted. But this is really fun. I still don't know who that fucking cat was, but she was appearing everywhere. Yeah, shout out to all the people that worked on Monster Prom anyway, like, regardless if I got rejected in the first turn, that's completely fine. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. We're going on to play second term now. You've just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. It looks weird. You have unlocked 8 new images in the gallery. Awesome. I'm going to use those for reference. Alright. 1 player. Second term. Full game. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I'm gonna play as this guy, I think. Actually, no, I like Frankenstein chick. I'm gonna go with her. Obviously, my name is Lid. My name is not gonna fucking change anytime soon. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Pollygeist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LaVey, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam D. Lioncourt, 4 or something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanour hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe, forever? An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculester Hewlett-Packard, version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them. But who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they're only rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. What would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? Tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. A sample of more nutritious breakfast options, so people are encouraged to stop eating that colourful crap. Fuck you. The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely also a great lover. Tony the Tiger, hit me up. Hello. One day, you wake up and you swap bodies with your mum. In a very 90s film fashion, Freaky Friday. What is the worst thing that could happen? She's meeting with all my friends and actually being more popular than me. She's messing with my Spookify playlist and putting all her trash metal on it. My mum's such a metalhead. She's killing her lifelong rival while in my body so she can frame me for the murder. That is such a fucked up thing to do, man. Why would my mum do that? If you're a D&D character, what would be your class? I'd be a good boy, an obscure mementogrammer, a fanfic bard, a gun haver. I'd be a gun haver, no question asked. I went for Damien again. Alright. Would be a deal breaker for a potential lover. The person uses Internet Explorer. The person thinks Asuka is the best waifu. The person hates the outdoors. The person is boring. The person lacks manners. The person is mediocre. I'm gonna go with the robot dude. Because he just seems like such a sweetheart. Alright, starting off, let's go to the library. Let's change it up a bit. That day, you spend some time in the library PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain 2+ money. Later you come across Damien and Vera in the hallway, nonchalantly holding a locker shut with all their strength. The locker has a sign on it that says, "Nothing to see here," and is screaming, "Shut the hell up, you adorable fluffy little fluffy. You see, we're spending quality time with our new pet. Isn't that right, Damien?" From somewhere with the locker you hear, "My parents will pay anything," before Damien kicks the door. Yeah, that's right. Adorable, quiet Fluffy, who's going to stay quiet if he knows what's good for him. You know, I don't really have a great track record with pets. I had some mice for half a day, but my hair ate all of them. Sure would be a shame if our new pet died before we receive the true joy of pet ownership. Yes, exactly, the sweet, sweet bank account feeling filthy rich, making joy of pet ownership. Surely you have a lot of knowledge about pet care. Why not share some of it? I'm not... You know what? I'm not actually going to think about who to go with. I'm just going to go with someone and see what happens. You know what pets love? Hardcore death metal all the time to drown out the noise. If you love something, set it free. It's perfect! Let's crank that shit! Damien pulls out his iBanshee and blasts his favourite sludgecore anthem. Every swear word I know, explicit version. Yeah! Perfect, this is precisely what we need in order to make sure we don't blow our cover. At that moment, Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, rushes down the hall toward the three of you, bellowing wildly and waving his paws. Fuck. What? Is blasting profanity-filled music at class disrupting decibels against the rules? The school is so strict. Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, hauls all of your asses to detention where there is no music to be heard, other than the sound of you scrubbing ectoplasm out of the toilets. Alright, I'm gonna go for Damien again, because Damien's hardcore as hell, and he's awesome. And he doesn't seem to hate me. When you get to Damien and Zoe's table, you find yourself in the middle of a pretty tense situation. The harlot and Damien are sitting right next to each other, chewing their lunches way too hard and furiously, ignoring each other. Zoe is staring excitedly at the two of them, phone out, ready to film. Is this it? The final showdown between Stormy Blue Nightmare the Harlot and Spicy Red Baby Damien? Is today the day the Aquinos finally claim the 8th circle of hell? Alright guys, I got my phone camera ready and rolling. You can start the bloodbath whenever you're ready. Any second now. Give us a fucking break, will you? We're not going to resolve the century-old dispute between our families in a cafeteria. It's anticlimactic. Yeah, I'm just sitting here because Damien's so scrawny and insignificant. I didn't notice him before I sat down. And I'm just sitting here because fuck you. Yeah, fight! For the last time, it's not dramatically appropriate. Zoe does not respond. Instead, she wordlessly slides 2 knives across the table and waits patiently. She's like, go on, do it. So what's your plan here? Will you convince them to fight or convince Zoe that there's something even juicier going on? Well, you know what they say. If you're not fighting someone to the death, it's usually because you have secret sexy feelings for them. Like, I know you guys can't actually fight for the 8th circle right now, but you must want to fuck each other up at least a little, right? How about a fun war over dessert? Let's just go with this one. What? Number 1, I don't have feelings. Number 2, if I did, none of them would be secret sexy feelings for the blue raspberry crap copter. Oh, that's a woman. I'm even angrier than Damien about your inaccurate assumption. It's just another way in which I am superior to him. I'll kill you for this later, because right now I'm eating lunch, and lunch is not the time for climactic slaughter. Only regular slaughter. Their words don't fool me. I can see the sexual chemistry bubbling below the surface like a river of boiling blood. It's adorable. Hey, Livs, I noticed you haven't tried to fight me to the death either, if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna do anything like that with someone with tentacles, and I think you all know why. I don't need to say anything. What is this cat person? Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments, so take a look. Right, so we have a whole fucking corpse. Yeah, I'm selling a corpse. It's like some kind of fashion accessory. It is not as if I'm trying to dispose of it. Remember when these used to be cool? Now they aren't, but they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. Crafting your art requires years of hard work. education from great mentors and tons of raw talent. But damn, that sounds exhausting. So let's settle for a motivational poster for now, okay? See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs giving. Yeah. Dragon Heat, a classic. It's so cheesy and stupid that you just can't stop reading it. I never thought I'd say this, but now I'm super into Dragon Abs. Are you sure about this? You can always use online encyclopedia to get the general idea and still be able to act as if you read it. High school social life is so hard nowadays that hiring a PR agent is totally a thing. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this, you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch, and then murder them too. And go to some kind of super prison. Street cred 9,000 plus. Literally just a white blanket with 2 eye holes in it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for a ghost costume, but most of our classmates are idiots. Why? The hardest thing is being yourself? Honey, but a Latin accent is a close second, TBH. I'm gonna go with the badass tattoo. How much? Bye, stranger. I got a badass tattoo. I'm going to the library again. That day, you spent some time on the library's PC sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such blatant scam? You lose plus 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? You just gain 2 plus money. You're living your spookiest life when you hear the giggling of an eldritch cutie pie met by the snorting of an angry prince of hell. I'm not saying that that's definitely how you lost your horn. I'm just saying that's one of my headcanons for it. Headcanon? Why is she dressed like that girl from My Neighbor Totoro? Yeah, how I imagine you lost it in my mind when I think of all the cool adventures everyone at Spooky High must have gone on before I joined you all as a regular girl. Regular girls don't come here and ask me if I nobly sacrificed my horn for the coven because I'm secretly horny for hope. Okay, but I also have a Spooky High Seas AU where the whole school is a pirate ship and you lost your horn to a bad case of scurvy. What? Fuck scurvy. If I was a pirate, I don't even get the coolest, most dangerous disease. I also wrote a Human High AU where you're not missing your horn at all. You're missing a wang. How is a horn an analog for a wang? Also, don't answer that. Stop making up cannons about my head. The only cannons I like are the ones with 2 ends. I'll happily stop making up headcanons if you tell me the real story. I don't like any of these options. You could just tell Zoe that Damien lopped off one of his horns to piss off his dads. You feel like you heard that somewhere. But friends don't tell friends their other friends' horny secrets. That looks like a job for lying. Maybe, just maybe, you can use your answer to impress one of the others of your very attractive classmates. As we all know, demon horns are a powerful aphrodisiac. It's not hard to imagine how Damien lost his. Because of fuck how Damien lost his horn. You should see what the other guy lost. It was most things. Fuck yeah! That's fucking right. You should have seen that other guy. Guys, there were 5 of them. Oh, there were? Tell me all their names. I'm gonna write them all down and include plenty of details so everyone knows how true this story is. Yeah, totally. They were all giants and the names were Star Eater, Monstrous McNightmare, Deathfucker, and, Beast Mode and Hope Killer. You finish for him. And the 2 of them, you quickly proceed to, yes, and the fuck out of this situation. You're talking about Deathfucker's shotgun, which is also a shotgun that shoots shotguns that shoot lasers. And the lasers are on fire, and the fire is poison, you continue. And the poison is made out of the blood of beast mode, because I killed him first. This is also interesting and important, and very single word, the super accurate story is going into this fanfiction. It's going to be the most accurate spooky high fic ever. Can't wait for the whole world to hear about that time that Hope Killer paid for taking his horn with his life. And with this $1 trillion inheritance, you'll come into in a few years, so everyone should fear you now. God, I feel like I have a frog in my throat. You'd think that after being a nightmare deity for a few centuries, she'd be a little harder to fuck with. Don't get me wrong, it's fun having someone around who I know did more murders than I did once upon a time. She can just be a little much. Instead of worrying about whatever crazy shit she's going to write about my missing horn, why don't you and I focus on everything I have that isn't missing? Dang, that includes at least 4 limbs with his other horn and his junk. Awesome. Wait, did Damien and I fuck? Let's go. You sit down to enjoy a nice, normal meal at the Spooky High cafeteria, as usual. Lol, JK, something fucked up is always gonna happen here, and today is no different. Oh, hello, Liz. Did you want to come sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. Their imaginary friend roars, then the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay, Libs, you have some smarts. I do, actually. You're probably going to figure this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess? He's asking you to guess because we totally forgot our plan. Scott, no, we didn't. Shut up. We were going to teach it the piano, or maybe the saxophone. I lost my notes. No worries, no notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. The wild beast should be the new school mascot. Put him in his sports jersey and let's rock. Go team! It's obvious you bought such a beast in the kitchen to turn it into the next Monster Chef champion, so you can split the Monster Chef cash prize. What a sick-ass idea! Which was obviously ours. You're right, that was our idea. Hooray, we're geniuses! And I have just what we need here. Training montage music. Suddenly you start a training montage in which the 3 of you try to teach cooking to the wild beast. You suck at it since you're not big chefs yourselves, and also because it's a wild beast and it keeps on devouring people and wreaking havoc. But it is quite an epic training montage. Afterwards, you're all sitting excited in front of the portable TV. The Monster Chef show is about to start. You're holding cute supportive signs, and you've even got yourself a custom-made t-shirt with the wild beast. Whoa, this is the big day! Also, how is it that we trained the wild beast and it's now on the show if it's still noon and the cafeteria time hasn't even ended? Shh, Scott, time works in mysterious ways when it comes to training montages. Okay, boys, I only hope it isn't a souffle challenge. We know the wild beast isn't good at souffles. The wild beast isn't good at anything aside from devouring people and wreaking havoc. You quietly watch the show. The challenge is Beef Wellington. Fuck yeah, no souffle! Not so surprisingly, once the challenge begins, the wild beast just starts to devour other contestants and destroys the show's set. You see the judges screaming, "Who the fuck let a wild beast enter the competition?" The wild beast is disqualified. Well, I guess that's it. We might not have won the cash prize, but we won the most valuable of prizes. The prize of laughing at our wild beast fucking up everything on the Monster Chef set, which is a memory we will cherish forever. Is Damien ready to cherish memories that include you? Wowee! I'm being smart about this. Let's go outdoors. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are 300 people. Someone summons demons for a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You're getting too fun. Looking around, you see Damien and Liam arguing about whether black metal is better than death metal. I don't really know the difference. Suddenly, Damien stops arguing and sniffs the air. Shut up, do you smell that? Yeah, it smells like Christian Dior and plot armor. Oh, fuck. It's me, dickheads! And I bought enough crucifixes and holy water for the whole class! Oh, lucky me, I've been meaning to finish my take-home final of AP murder. Go ahead, just try to kill me. I'm the protagonist, bitch! She's right, unfortunately. This is a well-trod territory. We are, as they say, pretty fucked. Screw that, you've got a way to save Damien and Liam without killing anybody. All you have to do is bring everyone to tears with a mind-shattering guitar solo. Throw a brick at her head! You pull your emergency brick out of your backpack and check it at the Slayer's head. Ow, my consciousness! Of course, plot armor prevents the Slayer from being killed, but allows her to be knocked out when she's being an arsehole. I just like the part where the brick hit her head. The three of you work together to drag her to the bathroom and put her head in the toilet. It's a bonding experience. You gain +2 fun and 1 charm. That's what we like to do. We like to throw bricks at the main protagonist's head and then swirly them. Right, let's go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at the high school. You gain +2 smarts. The sounds of learning. Chalk on the blackboard, pencils on paper, and an ominous crash. It would seem that Damien and Vera have knocked over several desks in a rush to get to one particular seat. Listen, snakes for brains, don't you dare even think about back of brimstone breath. I will turn you to stone before you can snap your oddly well-manicured fingers. They were both wearing Hawaiian shirts. Would you look at that? What makes you think you're worthy of sitting in the ultimate cool seat? I could get more likes posting a picture of me flipping you off. You get it on a full frontal nude. Ha! Clearly you've never seen my nudes. Ever heard of Demon Douche Bros Texting.com? Well then, if my sex are internet famous, I'm obviously the fucking coolest. You think being ridiculed for the internet makes you cooler than being the King Minos' list of wealthiest human hybrids under 300 years old? Okay. This could go on forever. Better settle it for him. Just fucking take the seat for yourself before either of them can stop you. Call down on an unholy storm of rhinoceri and obliterate the seat. Focus on the spiritual noise horn between your legs, just like the ancient ungulate gods instructed you that YouTube video. Swarms of rhinoceri burst forth through the classroom floor and ground quakes as you make a rhinocerain. This will probably create a lot of work for Crazy Martin, the werebear, janitor later, but fuck that guy. The rhinoceros surged forward. No, not the seat! Damien throws himself into the swarm of rhinoceri and starts headbutting them. But he's no match for their heads, their hard faces. By the time the rhinos leave, the cool seat is nothing more than splinters. It's gone. We're free! Thanks. Yeah, now we can go back to measuring coolness the traditional way, by subjecting our peers to scorn and abuse. Just as you do, fucking bully them. Just as the gods intended, you gain +2 charm and 1 boldness. Let's fucking pop off. Week 3. Noon. Okay, I'm sitting at the furry table. You find Scott and Damien shoveling hot dogs and mashed potatoes into their mouths while Coach cheers them on. Go boys, go! March your way to victory! There is no truer sport than an eating contest. 10th crotch. Shut up and let me eat. It looks like it's a pretty fair fight so far, but where's the fun in that? Time to step in and tip the balance. What the hell? You were planning on setting off these fireworks in here anyway? You let them rip. Hey, stop that! What? Who did that? Who's making noise? I'm yelling because I'm scared! They found us, Scott! The Viet Cong! Oh lordy, it's now all over again. Scott and Coach flee the cafeteria. Damon lets out a sigh full of equal parts relief and mashed potatoes. Ugh, thanks. I was just eating like I normally do when those idiots came over and turned it into a sport. It's not my fault I eat so fast. I've got a literal furnace in my stomach. Damien lets you have some of his half-chewed hot dogs. Nice. Some would say that's almost like making out with him. It's pretty straight if you ask me. We'll go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It'll be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. Hell yeah. You catch that? Ow, that's my fucking knee! Ow! I just fucking smacked the edge of the handle of my controller on my fucking knee. That hurt. Surprised my leg didn't spring up and kick the fucking, laptop. Ow. You catch sight of Damien in the audience, sprawled casually across several seats smoking 3 cigarettes. He nods at you. Hey, have you heard about this talent show they're putting on? You know, at first I wasn't interested. Just another lame-ass piss party courtesy of the theatre department. But then I realised, you know that trophy they give to the winner? You can really hurt someone with that trophy. So now I've got a problem. I want that trophy, but I don't want to do some stupid song and dance number to get it. Tell you what, you help me think of a killer performance, and I'll promise not to hit you with the trophy when I win it. Much. Pull off a surprise victory with the only talent that really matters. Trophy theft. Stick to what you're good at. Arson. Oh, now this is a conundrum. This is a conundrum, guys. Pull off you either just straight up steal the trophy or just commit arson. But we don't know how flammable the trophy is. We don't know the melting point of the trophy. Fuck it. Arson. I like where your head's at. It's like my buddy Neckbolt Rawlings always says. When life gives you matches, burn down an auditorium full of high school students. And when life doesn't give you matches, go buy matches. Neckbolt's in prison for mass murder. That's what makes him cool and reliable when it comes to advice. But you know what? You're pretty cool too, for someone who's not in prison. Here's hoping you stay that way. Hell yeah. Am I got a class again? That day, the teacher is just tired of teaching, so she puts on a YouTube video, and it actually really helps, because there was a shit ton of naked people and a shit ton of blood. That sums it up. Later, you see Damien packing a bag. I'm going away for the weekend. To detention. I have fucking detention again. Why? Just because I rigged the teacher's lounge door with booby traps that poured selkie piss on whoever opened it. I mean, I didn't even set anything on fire this time. Let me spill the tea. The school is strict as fuck. Anyway, just brainstorming some ways to keep things entertaining beyond fucking ditching. Do it, just fucking ditch. Do it. Cross-species economic and social barriers to make lifelong friends with a diverse group of students in detention. Find out through silly dancing that you're not so different. Just fucking ditch. Damn, why didn't I think of that? I mean, I just did, but I didn't consider it as a serious option. If I skip detention, what are they gonna do? Give me detention? I can do anything. Make a bonfire out of the desk, jerk off to the potions. I'll just skip detention forever and wreak as much havoc as I want. Fuck yeah, havoc! Well, you might have created a monster, but at least he's your monster. Ah, Damien, we really are meant to be. You walk up to see Damien closely inspecting Zoe's body. Not like that, you pervert. Yeah, chat. What the... 8-tentacle girl who's probably a tiny bit younger than me with an emoji hoodie on and a single tentacle for an arm and tentacle for hair and 2 eyes on her head and chest. What that mouth do? Okay, that sounds bad, but wait for it. Oh, that one? That one is for eating whole live birds. And that one? Crushing up the tiny little bird bones that the other mouth spits out. And what about this mouth over here? That's for screaming obscenities undetectable to human ears. And what about this one? This one's for, I don't actually know. I don't think I've ever noticed that mouth before. I've had so many forms throughout the years. Unknowable void, eldritch deity, totem being sold by a young cat girl, Glentanius monster. And now you got this sick new mouth that we get to decide a function for. We? I'm not just going to take suggestions. Actually, no, wait, that sounds awesome. I will now take suggestions for what this to do with this mouth. Time to come up with a brilliant mouth use that will clearly impress one of these charismatic and dateable classmates. What about a scream puke mouth with all those times when screaming or puking alone just isn't enough? Maybe one day this mouth could be the blank kissing mouth. I don't know why it's blank, but I'm just going to go with this one. Yes! Wait, you can do that? Well, the realm inside my many mouths is an improbable nightmare dimension which bends to my every whim. So sure. But how? I've been trying for years, and the best I've been able to do is salivate while sounding vaguely upset. If I could scream puke, why, I could finally express how I truly feel about child beauty pageants. Just to be clear, you can't do it. This is my mouth, so I'm the one who can do the screaming and the puking. I know. That's something I'll just have to come to terms with, but do you think you could scream puke just one time for me? Well, please. Fine, just help me out here. Give me something disgusting to think about. Oh, toe fungus, hog lagoons, crony capitalism. It's so beautiful. They should have spent a poet. What they do send is Crazy Martin the werebear janitor to clean up all the puke. Meanwhile, you and Damien grow a little closer. Yes! We got one more week after week 5. I'm gonna go outdoors. Right, Juan is just judging my dance moves because he's fucking uncultured. You're partying your ass off when Zoe, Damien, and Liam, when a holy throwing knife almost hits you in the face. You look up and, of course it's the Slayer. She's sitting in the upper branches of a big tree and she won't stop throwing deadly magic items. Cut that shit out! Can't you see I'm just trying to party? How am I supposed to mosh with your stupid projectiles everywhere? Seriously, what obtuse pathology processes you to potentially violate our bodily autonomy? What? He said, why the fuck won't you stop throwing stuff at us? Oh, well, definitely not because I have a crush on one or more of you, and violence is the only way I know of expressing affections as unhealthy as that might be. You have a crush? Oh man, this is totally going in my fanfic. What? No, gross! The real reason I'm here is that I'm planning to enter a high-level dungeon on Monday, but I don't have enough XP. So if you all wouldn't mind getting killed by me real quick, it would really help me level up. You could suggest a better way for the Slayer to gain experience. Maybe we should leave you guys alone for a while. How do you get experience? Have you tried getting an internship at Mega Corporation? I heard they pay in experience. You haven't had much success hunting us so far. Maybe you need to target some lower level monsters. Have you heard of Spooky Kindergarten? Kindergarten, you say? I'd certainly have a height advantage. And kindergartners are idiots. They never outwit me. Plus, they've got a pretty high respawn rate, and I wouldn't have to wait for them to grow up. Wait, what am I saying? This is wrong. I can't believe I'm even listening to you. You're trying to turn me into one of you. I can feel your pernicious tendrils in my mind even now. I must flee or risk corruption. Oh, whoops, those tendrils were mine. I was just trying to figure out who she has a crush on. Damn, Libs, I'm impressed that you were willing to sacrifice an entire kindergarten just so we could party in peace. Oh, Damien, don't... Don't be so naive. She knew the Slayer wouldn't take the bait. It was nothing but a clever bluff. Yeah, totally, a very clever bluff. Week 5, we're nearly there. Let's go. I'm gonna go to the library. That day, you spend some time on the library's PC, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain 2 Bitcoin, which is equal to $2,000,000, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money. You see a truly rare sight. Vera and Damien are sitting behind a PC, speechless. You are blind. What's happening? Hang on. All I'm getting from the game is commit awesome. How do you feel you were my entertainment for editing? I don't think she's reading chat. How do you feel you were my entertainment for editing? Oh, I really couldn't give a shit, really. Wait, did we just rig an election in the Midwest? I was just trying to change the president's wallpaper to a dick pic. We need to cover our tracks, like, right now. Well, don't just stand there, you innocent bystander. Help us. Yes, of course, I'm talking to you. Damien can't help. Breaking shit is useless right now. I disagree. Smashing the internet is our only option, or blame somebody else, like the Vanderblitz. Miranda won't be able to disapprove us. Damien happily crushes every computer in the library. Not good enough. We must reach the source. Days pass in search of the source. You finally descend to the center of the earth and find 12 monkeys in the full drag typing racial slurs on tiny computers. This is the internet, Damien. Punch it into a coma. You help Damien and Vera get away with a crime and free the internet from their shadow monkey overlords. There will be no more cat pictures, though. At least you're getting 2 smarts for discovering the secrets of the internet and 1 fun. Right, lunch has to go swimmingly. Robot dude! Over here. Friend Damien, I am having trouble getting a positive ID on the objects in your possession. Would you declare their components? Sure thing, Robo-Bro. What I have here is a can of gasoline, a lighter, and the grin of a madman about to set a cafeteria table on fire. I comprehend now. It would seem to me that the most logical extrapolation is that you are about to set a cafeteria table on fire. Damn, Calculester, how much smarts have you to figure that mystery out? No. My intelligence cannot be calculated using your oversimplistic methods. However, my morality module indicates that setting a cafeteria table on fire is not within the bounds of acceptable school behavior. In fact, it seems to me in my metaphorical but not literal heart that it is not nice. Did I say that I was going to be nice? No, I said it was going to be awesome. Running back conversation to check for phrase gonna be awesome. Error, phrase not found. No, friend Damien, you never said it was gonna be awesome. I didn't need to. It was implied in the grin of a madman part, Calculester. Why are you trying to ruin my fun? It's a matter of perspective, Calculester. Where you see a table, Damien sees wood to set the flame to cook his food. So Damien is totally in the right set of fire. Fucking metal! Yep, Libs is totally correct. I'm setting this table on fire for eating-related purposes, which in a cafeteria is totally fine. Premise that cafeterias are for eating-related activities. Accepted. Running scan on setting things on fire in order to consume the necessary nutrients, organic beings need. Yes, it would appear that the process of cooking is common and that fire is needed to preferred tool. Forgive my misunderstanding. What I thought was an act of senseless arson is rather a necessary step in keeping your feeble form alive. My form isn't feeble! Don't feel bad about the misunderstanding, Calculista. I'll forgive you if you give me money and help me set the table on fire. Certainly, friend Damien. Oh, and I get to eat your first bone. Wait a sec, is that Jacksepticeye? Wait. Is that Jacksepticeye? Even if I find it hard to believe, I will be organically able of having a firstborn. That seems like an equal exchange for my misstep, based on the interactions I have observed here at Spooky High. And so it is. And so it was. Together you and Damien tricked a robot into committing arson. Aw, romantic. Smash the internet! Not in the way you're thinking of, Faye, because I know what you're like. But genuinely, is that robot Jacksepticeye? Because that sounded really familiar. I'm going outdoors again. You see Damien beating the piss out of a goblin, like he's always done when he's depressed. You go over and ask him what's up. It's this whole heir to the throne of hell thing. It's really bumming me out. I hate being a prince of hell. I'm gonna hate being a king of hell even more. I mean, how am I supposed to rebel against authority when I am the authority? Ugh, not even beating the piss out of a goblin is cheering me up. Damien continues to beat the piss out of the goblin, but his heart clearly isn't in it. I mean, is there anything rad I can do as a king of hell? Literally anything. Don't fuck it, or what? You're forgetting about the ultimate way of fight authority. Total war. Kings have harems, and I definitely join yours. Oh. Total war. Oh yeah, war! I totally forgot about war! Probably because my dad's such a lame ass. They keep going on about, what's the word? Diplomancy? Diplomonkey? Diplomacy? Am I saying that right? Diplomacy? Whatever. I'll have it taken out of the dictionary when I'm king. Suck on that, Webster. Damien's so excited, he even stopped strangling that goblin it sends you a massage coupon as a thank you. You gain 2 smarts and boldness. Alright, this is it. We really have to get this now. I want to take Damien to prom, and we're gonna fucking headbang to someone. I don't know. Let's go to class again. That day, your teacher delivers an amazing creative performance that blows your minds and ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Normally, Damien is totally turned out in monstrous civics class, but today he actually seems excited. You ask him why. Because he finally got an assignment I can get behind. Write a proposal to improve your neighborhood. My neighborhood is hell, so I'm going to come up with a kick-ass new torture. I just need to pick an idea. Drinkable termites. No, the termite lobby will be all over us. Constantly firing shotgun. No, the NRA still refuses to associate with our brand. What the fuck happened? Wait, what happened? Great, there's no music. Guys, can you still hear me? Chat, can you still hear me? Because the music just suddenly stopped. Chat, am I alive? Yeah, I can hear you. Awesome. Well, we're going with no music until we switch games, I guess. So let's just stick with the orc. Can I stick on background music? Hold on, I'm doing a funky thing here. No. Okay. We're just gonna have to stick in silence, I guess, but it's okay, because I make silence loud. Constantly firing shotgun? No, the NRA still refuses to associate with our brand. Repeatedly flaying with a dull, rusty butter knife? No, it's just not quite brutal enough. Literally, damn, I've got plenty of good ideas, but no great ones. Help me out here, yeah? Knife soup. Are you telling me you don't like knife soup? That's practically all we eat in hell, except for breakfast when we eat knife pancakes. We're not giving our best food to the inmates. This is hell, not a knife bed and breakfast. While I'm at it, why don't I give them a plate of knife souffle and treat them to a dip of the knife tub, huh? Fuck, I'm sorry I even asked you. Fuck! Damien's description of his home makes you really not want to visit, but it doesn't look like hell he'll be inviting you anyway. Motherfucker. Alright, noon. Hopefully he still lets us sit at the table and doesn't tell us to fuck off. Here we go. You arrive at your chosen table to find Damien dejectedly hefting a bowl of mashed potatoes, while Polly sadly passes her hand through the same. Seriously, what do we have to do to get food fights started in the cafeteria? I honestly do not know. I tried throwing potatoes at people and yelling, "Food fight!" But I think everyone is too scared of me to fight back. And I can't throw any food because of my stupid ghost hands. Plates, mirrors, antique furniture, sure, but not food. There's gotta be a way to provoke a food war. My dads are always telling me to be more political. But we're not political. Your strength is hitting things, and my strength is being unbelievably hot all the time. Unbelievably hot, that's it! We'll set the cafeteria on fire! Wait, no, that's not a solution, that's just arson. Why do I always jump straight to arson? It's hard to watch them struggle through this by themselves, so you step in with an idea of your own. Wars are fought over scarce resources. Steal everybody's food and put it in a pile. That ought to do it. Hey Polly, you know how the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? We just need you to get kidnapped by Trojans. I think that first one. Yes! Whoa, is that what politics is? Beating up and putting their stuff in a big pile? I didn't know I was already so good at politics. And then I can roll around in the food pile. It'll feel so good on my non-skin. Damien spends the rest of lunch piling up everybody's food in an enormous food mountain. Hungry students are soon swarming the mountain trying to grab what they can while Damien pelts them with fire and knives from above. In a panic, the students turn on each other, fighting with the only weapon they have, the food in their hands. Haha! Food fight! Food fight! I think the fight is... like, this is how I died! Oh... The casualties are beyond counting, but no one will be forgetting that food fight anytime soon. Yes, we got a love point from Damien. That is awesome.
Let's go.
All right, look at me go. Let's have a rave before prom. I need to do this right. It's later when you're minding your own business and definitely not doodling pictures of Damien in your notebook. When you see Damien making his way over to you, and at which point you definitely do not need to hide your drawings. Yo, so here's the thing. You know how I think most people are pretty much 100% awful fuckdoors? I actually think you're only 70% awful fuckdoor tops. In fact, I actually think you're kind of rad. I've been meaning to get a new tattoo since nothing as rad as intentionally sticking needles into yourself to create a permanent image on your skin for fucking ever. And I thought maybe we could get matching tattoos if you come up with something rad for us. Oh my god, he wants to get matching tattoos! Okay. Don't fuck this up, that's what I'm telling myself. It's time to suggest the baddest, raddest, maddest tattoo of all time, which is an on-fire pentagram made out of pentagrams that and those pentagrams are made out of guns that shoot pentagrams, and the pentagrams are on fire, and the fire is on fire. Oh my fuck. That is the most metal thing I've ever heard. I made a good choice with you. Yes! Maybe the pentagrams that are pentagrams could be made of pentagrams that are pentagrams. And the fire can be sentient, and the pentagrams hate their deadbeat uncle. And the guns end up on TV because they won't eat their vegetables, and maybe the pentagrams are also ex-convicts. These will be the raddest tattoos ever. Let's go get them right now and have them both on our bodies together forever. What? You're about to get the badass matching tattoos with Damien? This is the raddest, coolest, dopest, most lit thing to ever happen, and now you'll be tied together for eternity. You gain the sickest tattoo of all time, as well as 2 boldness and 1 charm. This is it. This is it. Damien cannot refuse me. We literally have a matching tattoo. Yes.
Let's go.
I can't believe I'm saying this as a lesbian, but my boyfriend. Oh god, no, that feels wrong. You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom. Prom with you? You dumb fuck. That's a fucking great idea! Yes! You some kind of genius or something? I'll tell you what you are. My date to prom! Woo! Suck up these nuts, Prom! I just fucking did prom with a demon. Prom night was crazy intense. At one point, a classmate of yours criticized how Damien was always getting into fistfights, for which Damien punched him, starting yet another fistfight. You joined in and fought with him back to back. It was a super sexy choreographed fight, and you even exchanged trusting glances while watching over each other's backs. And that wasn't the only time that night you took care of Damien's rear. Wink. Yes! Liz, most likely to become an expert on Bulgarian cartoons. Sick. Damien's quote. Is actual fire an acceptable option for a quote? I got a day, I did prom with a demon. In my second term, I knew it. Second time is the charm, that's why 2 is my lucky number. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. Maybe the monster prom we kept on living our lives. Falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien found peace in the most unexpected way. He kept punching everything till one day, he punched his own anger to death. He's written a book about it. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left his physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. I got a date to prom! I actually got some bitches! Who would have thought? Honestly, look at me go. Everyone looks awesome, I have to say. While the credits are rolling in complete... Is that Dream down there? While the credits are rolling in complete silence, I would like to comment on the amazing art style. Like, I love how creative all the characters are, especially this just solid black, dude there with the yellow shirt. He looks really cool. Also, I'm pretty sure that robot is voiced by Jacksepticeye, and I think that is fucking awesome. I want to see if he comes up in the credits, at all. If he does, again, that is fucking sick that they've gotten someone like him involved. Honestly, I don't think we talk about how cool Jacksepticeye is enough. That guy is the coolest dude. He'd fit right into Monster Prom and he'd be popular just because of how, unproblematic he is, if that makes sense. Yeah, I do want to see if he comes up in, the credits. So, let's see. No. Just can't, no. There we go, Jacksepticeye, Sean McLaughlin is Calculus. Calculester, yeah. That's really cool that they got him involved with that, honestly. Props to the guy, he's honestly, for what he is, as a YouTuber, he's also really, a fun voice actor. You can just tell he probably had a lot of fun doing, Calculester's voice. Well, obviously I didn't go for Calculester, I went with a demon who loves arson. Which, you can't really blame me for that, can you? Who doesn't love a bit of arson? Honestly, arson is the best solution. Don't quote me on that, I will get arrested. And for legal reasons, that is in fact a joke. But yeah, honestly, how unique all the monsters are is just amazing, and I love it. But I think what I'm gonna do is, what's the time? Yeah, 5:23. Aww, with you, everything is more beautiful. Aww, that was really sweet. The shop now has a paper map. So vintage. I have unlocked 10 new images in the gallery. One moment, I'm gonna go take some art references. Right, endings. 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 And can I view them? How do I? Aha. Yeah, that's just kind of cute, really. Close. Actually, what was variation? Oh, you can change them. I can be the zombie dude. I could have been the fire chick is a really cute outfit. Yeah. Alright, so variation is just... I want to see the variation on this one. Made the zombie dude cry. She just fucking died. He just wasn't happy about it. Alright, let's see. Polaroids. These are the fucking coolest thing. Let's see. I like that one. That one's cool. That one's just kind of funny because he's like, how the fuck do I shoot this shit? I think I'll have a lot of fun trying to do the thumbnail for this because I'm gonna like really try to match the art style if I can. If I can't, oh well. But again, I really want to try and match the art style. That one. I'm going to use that one just because, you know. Yes, I am going to probably... I don't like to admit it, but I will be doing a tiny bit of tracing. It's more... Okay, not tracing, but I'm going to reference it a lot. Like, I'm going to be looking at every little bit of the art style and trying to get it on point because I really want to match up the art style to make a good thumbnail, and I think that is going to be the one I use. Just print screen that real quick. Alright, close, back. I'm gonna close this one, and then... No, that's settings. I reset progress? No, wait, no. Alright, I'm gonna just come out of full screen, and then I'm gonna come out of this. And then I'm going to end stream. Alright. Thank you all so much for coming to Monster Prom with me. It's been fun, and I will now explain the title because that probably needs explaining. So, yeah, we'll finish off with a quick little story while I hug my new little dinosaur plush that I got because it's very huggy. Right. So, my school year, like when I finished, that's when COVID rolled around. Like, March 2020 was when I finished school, and I was meant to finish in June. So I had a full 6-month holiday, and I probably would have been accepted to going to prom, but I wouldn't have gone regardless, and I'll tell you why. Because my school was really horrible with the dress code, right? One of the rules that were clearly stated by the teachers, I remember this very clearly because I was really angry about it, was girls must wear dresses, boys must wear suits, and nothing else. And I was so angry about that. I was like, let us express ourselves, you whore. So yeah, regardless of if COVID had cut off my prom or not, I wouldn't have gone regardless. Because now in my year group, someone dinosaur costumes to prom. That's an idea. There is an idea right there. But yeah, regardless, I probably wouldn't have gone to prom anyway, whether COVID fucked it over or not. We need to have a prom. Yeah, that'll be fun. But like, knowing my year group back in school days, someone probably would have like snuck alcohol in, and that would have just been a very uncomfortable experience for me because I get uncomfortable around drunk people. There's a little fun fact for you. Don't ever get drunk around me because I will just avoid you. Alright. Story time over. Thank you all so much for coming to the stream. It's been a pleasure having you all here. Hello and goodbye to all the VOD viewers. Thank you if you made it this far. I love you all so much. And I will see you next time, which I will probably just keep going with Genshin, honestly. I don't know. I don't care. Bye!